Guys, it's Saturday. I'm in the mood to kind of switch up my hair, kind of like feeling to change the style up a little bit. So as I was doing my hair and catching up on some of my favorite YouTube channels, you know when you're like doing something and then your mind starts wandering, all these other things start going through your mind, it's really random. And I realized that I think this year will be 15 years of me being celibate.
Man, I know you lying, man.
And it's also 15 years of me being single as well.
Man, I know you lying.
And so many different thoughts that are going through my mind. There's actually a few things that I would like to get off my chest in regards to this whole celibacy journey that I've been on. I'm tired. I'm very tired. I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. I'm going to keep it real. There's been a few things that's been going on in my mind and around me. So as I'm thinking all these thoughts and processing these thoughts and getting ready to do my hair, which I'm about to curl, I thought, let me put the camera on and let me just get this off my chest and share it with you guys. Because I'm the kind of person that I kind of keep things to myself. I don't really share like that. If there's something that I'm thinking about, something that's on my mind, I genuinely just deal with it myself, but I don't necessarily vocalize it. But you know what? Today I'm gonna express how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking with you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna curl my hair and we're gonna talk, okay? Okay, so as I said, it's gonna be almost 15 years now of me being celibate, right? And if any of you guys don't know what celibate means, it's basically you're not having sex until you get married, or you're planning to not have sex until you get married. There's this whole thing that people like to nitpick about. Some people will be like, it's not celibacy, it's abstinence. If you actually look up the definition of the word celibacy, you will see that it's more or less the same thing. Unless you're a priest, being celibate or abstaining from sex, both words mean you ain't having no sex. So regardless of whether you want to use the word celibacy or use the words abstinent, all this nitpicking, you know what I'm saying. Like, you know, when someone says they're celibate, you know what they mean. If someone says they're abstinent, they have to probably explain abstaining from what you're abstaining from, or you know what they mean, they're not having sex. So I don't know why people are choosing to be very picky about a word. You just know that when someone says they're celibate, they mean they're not having sex. They can go on and say that, okay, I'm not having sex until I get married, or I'm going to be celibate for a season. Ultimately, you know that this person is not having sex for a period of time or until they get married, okay? Thank you.
Period poo.
This curling one. Y'all dirty. If you are thinking about something other than the fact that this is a curling one, you nasty. You. Yes, you. You right there. You nasty. I'm gonna try not to burn myself. Ooh, did this even curl, girl? Did you even curl? Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you, girl. I'm going to be talking about celibacy from the aspect of someone who is a Christian. My celibacy journey is very much embedded in my relationship with God and my desire to please God and my desire to do things God's way and trusting that He has my best interest at heart. That's the angle that I'm coming from. But obviously, if anything I'm saying relates to you and you're not religious or Christian or anything like that, then so be it. But I'm a Christian, and therefore, when I'm talking about my celibacy journey, it's always going to come from that perspective. I always say that even if I wasn't a Christian, I would still be very selective about being sexual and who I'm sexual with. I would be someone who will probably find it difficult to have sex with someone that I don't genuinely love or I'm in love with. In the last couple of years, I think I've had probably the biggest struggle with my celibacy journey. It's not really the struggle of the temptation to have sex, it's more like the struggle of sexual thoughts. I think it's important to realize that if you're someone that is celibate, thinking about having sex, imagining yourself having sex, entertaining thoughts, sexual thoughts, can be quite damaging to your spiritual journey. It is a form of lust. Being celibate is not just a physical thing, it's also a spiritual thing as well. It's important for me to not only be holy and pure in my celibacy, but also not entertaining lustful thoughts about the act as well. That is something that I've had to really work on and pray about, talk to God about. A situation where I really liked someone, really liked someone.
Ah, the ghetto.
Really attracted to them, and I just ended up starting to have these thoughts about them. It was kind of difficult, you know, it was kind of hard. Well, I wouldn't know. I was like, damn, you cute or whatever. I would like me some of that. okay? But I had to basically check myself. Amina, what's going on here? You can't be entertaining these lustful sexual thoughts about someone while you're practicing celibacy. Like, you need to chill. Being very aware and mindful of the thoughts that I was entertaining whenever they popped into my mind. What helped with that as well, actually, if anyone else is struggling with that, is also not only just praying about it, but reading your Bible, reading devotionals about remaining pure, celibacy, waiting till marriage, like just feeding yourself with information and knowledge that will counteract the sexual thoughts that you're struggling with. But when I get married now, I can have as many sexual thoughts as I want about my husband. I wouldn't say that it's something that I've overcome, but it's definitely something that I've learned to deal with and manage, because at the end of the day, thoughts will pop into your mind regardless of how strong you are as a Christian. You're always going to have temptation, but it's also being able to manage those thoughts in the best way that you can, so you don't entertain certain things or fall into the trap of entertaining those things. The other thing actually that kind of took me aback, a few people who I knew were also on the celibacy journey were out here having sex. I'm not saying this to judge them, because at the end of the day, we all have our struggles. We're all on our own personal journey. That's why you can't really compare yourself to other people, because you don't know what they're going through. But there's a thin line between judging someone and telling them what's right from wrong. Really just letting them know that they need to fix up, or they need to change, or they might need to work on this. I feel like a lot of people don't want to be told the truth, and they mask that by saying that someone is being judgmental, when really and truly that person could really just be talking straight facts, no printer, and trying to help you to get yourself together. Ring the alarm. Shout out to Annie Drea. Because of that reason, they're not ready to hear the truth. They're not ready to be checked. Therefore, they will use the excuse that, oh, you're judging me, or don't judge me. And really and truly, girl, I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you the truth, because somebody's got to tell you the truth. Somebody's got to bring a different perspective so that you can kind of have more of a balanced view of things, and therefore be able to make better decisions. Or even if you don't want to change your decision, you've received a full scope of different perspectives on that situation, you know? Yeah, so I basically found out or realized that a few people that were also on this celibacy journey, people that I could relate to, people that were all in the same boat in the sense that we're all celibate, are actually having sex. They may have fallen into temptation and, well, I'm here now, might as well continue receiving that D. I'm knee deep in D, so I might as well carry on with the D and keep receiving that D. You know what I'm saying? Understandable. If it's good D, you know, it's hard, and it's also hard to break free from that, you know? And then there's some who kind of just given up, really. They're just like, it is what it is. I'm just gonna be out here having sex, like, which is fine, to each their own. But coming from a perspective of someone who's also on this celibacy journey, and being able to find people that you can relate to who are also on that journey, it can be a little bit like, you kind of have a moment where you just think to yourself, should I just start having sex too? Is anybody else still celibate out here? Like, if I'm completely honest with you guys, like, I'm gonna be real with you guys, I had a split second thought in my mind, like, should I just start having sex as well? Like, am I doing too much? Am I overdoing it? Maybe I should just let it go and start having sex too. That thought can cross your mind, but then you come to a point where you have to just think to yourself, why am I doing this?
What was the reason? What was the reason?
You have to kind of go back to your why.
What was the reason?
Why am I on this journey?
What was the reason?
What is the purpose?
What was the reason?
When you get back to the crux of it and the reason why you're doing what you're doing, regardless of what other people are doing, you are going to be even more determined to stay on the course, because you realize that what you're doing is not dependent on other people's actions. What you're doing is between you and God. And if you're truly, genuinely doing this because you want to be obedient to God and you want to live for God, you want to do things the right way, even if you're the last person on the planet to be celibate, you'll continue doing that. You won't don't care. Regardless of what other people's actions, I'm still gonna do me. Even me as a grown-ass woman, you can still feel that peer pressure. I think that you just have to be at a point where you can't be discouraged because of other people's actions. When you've made a decision for your life and what you want to do and the journey that you're on, regardless of what other people are doing, kind of have to try not to be discouraged by that. From my situation with the people that I know, I've been able to learn from their experience. You can be strong in your decision, but you never know what situation or circumstances might come up that could really make you do something that you said you didn't want to do. I might feel that I'm very headstrong in my decision. There's no going back. I've been celibate for like 15 years now. There's no way that I'm just going to spread my legs for someone outside of marriage now. It's been too long. I can't rely on that essentially. I have to also be able to realize that anything can happen. You don't know what situation or circumstances might happen that can make you end up doing what you said you didn't want to do. Right, okay, looking cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this top part. I don't know. Okay, let me curl it. I'm gonna curl it and see what it looks like. If it doesn't look nice, I'll just wrap it back in the bun. Another thing that I've noticed is that I feel like I can't talk about my celibacy journey or celibacy in general from my perspective around certain people, because I just feel like everything I say is just attacked. There's people that will ask you things. They ask you because they just want to be able to hear your perspective and kind of understand things from your perspective. And then there's people who really just want to argue with you. They don't really care about what you have to say. They just want to attack you. They're not asking to understand. They're not asking to listen. They're asking to argue, you know? They want to be argumentative. They want to shut you down. They just want to make you feel like you're crazy. They want to make you feel like you're weird for doing what you're doing because they want to put you down. With those kind of people, I just can't express myself, and I don't want to feel like I can't express myself or I can't share things from my perspective, because all I'm going to get in return is people shutting me down or trying to silence me. I don't have time for that kind of energy.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I really don't have time for it, and I'm not going to entertain those kind of conversations anymore. It's just not fair. Like, it's not nice. It's not a nice feeling. If you have friends like that just constantly attack you about your decision to be celibate or celibacy journey, you really have to maybe think about distancing yourself from them and just not talking to them about it anymore. I don't have the energy for that anymore. Whoa. I don't have the energy for that anymore. Y'all can keep that energy away from me, okay?
Bad energy stay far.
Okay?
Far away.
I'm not sure how I feel about this top part. It's cute or whatever. I think it looks nice from the side. I've kind of kept the bun in. Loving this curl right here, guys. Yes. Having said all of that and coming into my 15th year, I believe, of me being celibate, there is a part of me that is like, God, when? I do trust that God is very much involved in my journey and that I will eventually get married and eventually bust it wide open for a real one. Bust it. Because I'm not trying to be celibate forever, but trusting God through the process, and I know that one day I will meet that guy, that real one. We'll get married and we will get it on and popping. We're all on our own personal journeys. Focus on your journey. I just wanted to kind of get this off my chest and just kind of share with you guys, because it has been a minute since I've been talking about my whole celibacy journey and stuff, and I was just thinking about it this afternoon and thought, you know what, let me turn the camera on and really share my thoughts with you guys. I don't know if any of this will actually make sense. I'm kind of low-key rambling. I hope that you guys can get something from this and be able to apply it to yourself. I'm not different to anybody else. I'm just someone who just hasn't had sex in 15 years. Like, there's absolutely nothing amazing or special or different about me in that sense. Obviously, it's different because we're in a society where everybody is just out here having sex, you know, but we're still human. We can make mistakes. We can do things that we say we're not going to do. Everyone has their own personal struggles, and we just have to kind of let people be and focus on your journey. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video and just listening to me. If you are interested in me doing more videos on this topic, make sure you hit the like button, comment below, share this video with someone who you think will be encouraged by some of the things I've said. And if any of you you are feeling discouraged or feeling like, wow, everyone is out here just having sex, am I the only person left that is on this journey that's doing something different? You're not. There are so many thousands, millions of people on this journey as well, all going through their own personal struggles and temptations and even their own victories as well. Just make it a point to learn from other people's situations and also find people that can also encourage you as well. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you can relate to any of the things I said, make sure you hit that like button. Let me know if you like my hair or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!